That's great. Congratulations. Big success to get this kind of funding in. So when you come to a point where you say, as a business person in a life science company, where you say, I would need more money to move the science forward and come into the development stage, what steps do you recommend to other entrepreneurs who think about addressing or approaching investors? What steps do you recommend to prepare before talking to any investor?
Yeah, so that's, I think as a life science company, you're always somewhere in between, you probably have raised some money or you've had some success, be it a grant, be it something else, but you already know that's not going to last forever. And so you already know that you will need to go out and do fundraising again. And so I think if I think about things that we have done and that have contributed to our successful fundraising, I think one of the most important ones is to be active and be out there and go to the conferences and share your story, share your science to the extent that you can share that in a non-confidential setting, participate in pitch competitions, participate in different event formats to make sure that you, on the one hand, give your science and your company visibility out there, but on the other hand, get feedback. Well, so what for us was critical from a very early stage is even meeting with investors who we knew were not going to invest in this round. So, for example, venture capitalists who only invest into clinical stage companies, it still made sense to approach them, and it still made sense to try and get meetings with them because they always give some form of feedback. And the feedback can be they accept your meeting or they don't. The feedback can be they tell you it's interesting or it's not. Or it can be even beyond that in terms of, well, we like this and this, but you really need to work on that side. And so any type of feedback is extremely valuable in deciding what to do next, deciding where to allocate your funds, and also deciding how to maybe improve how you visualize, how you share what you're actually doing. And so we tried to do that from a very early stage. Even before we founded the company, we went out to pitch competitions, we went out to conferences. We tried to get meetings with investors to understand what they were looking for. And that really helped us in our fundraising, but also in shaping up the strategy to take and the drug development path to take, because the reality is for a drug, you need to probably show 50, 60, 70 different endpoints, data points on everything from efficacy to stability manufacturing, but you can't do it all at the same time. So you need to figure out what are the few data points that will drive the value of what you're doing and that will de-risk the drug that you're developing. So show that you've solved some of the big risks that are ahead of you. And if you can zoom in on those, if you can focus on those, then that will help you when you go back to the investor in a couple of months' time to really show progress against what they value most.